Do you want to edit photos without a $20 a month subscription fee, and on top of that, a cancellation fee if you decide it's not for you? Me either. Let's get into it.
Ray knows tech.
Let's talk about our friends over at the juggernaut that is Adobe. So if I want to use Photoshop to edit my photos, I have to sign up for a subscription fee. The cheapest one is about $20 a month. But on top of that, you are committed for an entire year. Let's say you use that software for a month and you paid $20 and you decide, you know what, it's not worth this fee. Or I don't know, let's say we're in a struggling economy. There may be many of reasons why you need to cancel that service, and you can, but you're going to pay a hefty fee to do that. So Adobe requires that after 14 days, if you want to cancel their service, you have to pay 50% of the remaining annual membership. Meaning, if I still owe 11 months at $20 a month, so that's $220, I've got to pay $110 just to cancel my photo editing software. What? Luckily for us, there are options out there. Now, don't get me wrong, if you are a professional photographer and photo editing is your business, there's likely other tools and part of their collaborative suite that you also use, and maybe it makes sense for you to pay the subscription fees. But for the other 99% of us that just want to edit some photos for Instagram and make us look more attractive than we actually are, then those types of subscription services and cancellation fees just don't make sense. But fortunately, there's some options out there for us to make top quality photo edits for free, and I'm going to show you one of those today. For this one, I struggled a little bit because there are several good ones out there. I don't normally give a big list of options to just further confuse the situation. I like to use all of the programs that are out there so you don't have to. Pick my favorite, give you my opinion on it. In this case, there are several good options out there. And the one that actually is probably the closest to the Photoshop experience, I didn't pick for a couple of reasons, but it's worth an honorable mention, so I will talk about it briefly. And that's Photopea. The only reason Photopea doesn't top my list, two reasons. One, I am not a big fan of web-based applications. For a web-based application, you have to go onto your internet browser to use it. There is no standalone version that you can download on your computer. The other thing about Photopea, there are ads associated with it, right? That I don't really have a problem with. That alone wouldn't keep me from using Photopea. I get it. The software is free. They need to make their money. And these aren't advertisements that pop up and you have to move them out of your way just to get your photos. They're over to the side. They don't really bother anybody. That alone wouldn't keep me from using the software. I just don't like web-based applications. But if you do, that's fine. It's a great program, and it very closely resembles the experience you get from Adobe Photoshop. But today, we're going to talk about a desktop application that has pretty much all of the tools at least the average user would need to make good quality photo edits. Does it have everything that Adobe Photoshop has? No, it don't. Does it probably have everything you need to edit photos? Probably does. Does it have cost associated with it and cancellation fees if you don't want to keep using it? No, it doesn't. But here's the thing. If you decide it's not for you, you don't have to pay a big cancellation fee. You can try something else like Photopea or Photoscape X or the focus of today's video, which is GIMP. Real quick, if you find this video helpful, do me a favor, like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel doesn't cost you a thing, but it helps me grow the channel so I can continue to bring you content just like this on a weekly basis. GIMP is a free and open source image editor that has earned a reputation as one of the most powerful alternatives to paid programs like Adobe Photoshop. It's widely used for tasks such as photo retouching, image composition, and graphic design, making it a popular tool among photographers, designers, and digital artists. GIMP comes with an array of tools for editing and enhancing photos, including healing tools, the clone stamp, and airbrushes, which are essential for removing blemishes and imperfections. With GIMP, you can adjust hue, saturation, brightness, and contrast, or apply more advanced corrections such as levels, curves, and color balance for precise control over your images. GIMP provides features for reducing noise, sharpening details, and smoothing images to make them look more professional. GIMP offers a robust layer-based system, much like Photoshop, enabling you to work on different elements of an image independently. Layers can be organized, grouped, blended with different modes, and masked for non-destructive editing. Layer masks allow for fine-tuning edits and blending effects, which is crucial for more complex image manipulations. GIMP includes various selection tools like the lasso, rectangle, ellipse, and freehand selection tools, alongside more advanced tools like the fuzzy select, magic wand, and foreground select tools. These are useful for isolating specific parts of an image to apply edits to particular areas. GIMP's brush engine provides various brush shapes, sizes, and textures, giving artists control over their digital paintings and designs. It also allows you to create custom brushes or import external ones. Painting tools like the airbrush, pencil, and clone tool make it easy to apply artistic effects or fix photo imperfections. A large selection of filters and special effects is available in GIMP, including blur effects, distortion tools, and rendering options to apply textures, shadows, or artistic touches to images. Filters can be applied non-destructively using layer masks or as smart objects. Now that you know all about GIMP, let's go get it and set it up real quick, and then we'll wrap this up. Let's go. All right, let's hop over here onto Google. We're just going to type in GIMP. We're going to skip that sponsored ad there. Let's go right here to GIMP. I'm going to go directly to the downloads page. And then I'm going to go right here to download GIMP directly. And that download started up here in the top right hand corner of my browser. And once that completes, I'm going to click on it right about now. And then I'm going to click install for all users on my computer. Once you click this, you can close out your other browser. You will get the user account control. Just click yes. I'm going to select my language, which is English. I'm going to go ahead and click install. I have installed this before, so I've seen all of the customizable options and I'm okay with those, so I'm just going to click install. This will take a minute to extract files, so I'm going to skip forward. Okay, once that's done, we're just going to click finish. And then you will see the GIMP icon here on your desktop. I'm going to click on that. And that's it. We are now using GIMP. And there you have it, a free alternative to Adobe Photoshop. Do me a favor, if you found this video helpful, please like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out some of these video suggestions. Thanks for watching, and until next time.